Okay guys, do I have this story for you? But first, let's make this setting a little more comfortable. Much better. So this was during my middle school / high school days. Starts off with me, 7 a.m., waking up in the morning, got out of my bed and changed to my school clothes and walked out of my room. I ate some breakfast that my mom made, and after finishing it, I went to school. But before I left my apartment, my mom made me some lunch for school so I don't get hungry later in the day. It consisted of ham sandwich with mayonnaise, a pack of cookies, some potato chips, and to finish it off, a drink. Keep in mind on that ham sandwich, it's going to be important later on in the vid. Now, my school schedule at the time looked like this. It would start off with 3 classes, then came lunchtime or recess, then it would end with 2 classes. I'm letting you guys know this because the impeccable timing on this traumatic event was a surprise to me. After getting to school, doing the first few classes, it was time for lunch. I went to the cafeteria with some of my pals and we just ate what we had. I shared some of my cookies with my friends because that's what friends do. And then I ate the sandwich that my mom made. Okay, we are at this part. I want to tell you that this sandwich almost became my downfall. So, apparently, mayonnaise can't be left unrefrigerated. No, duh. But I guess because I live in Latin America, I forgot to mention this, I live in Latin America, and the climate here is pretty warm, I would say. It gets really warm during the summer. Since the mayonnaise in the sandwich has been left out in my lunchbox during the warm weather, I'm assuming that's how it turned bad. I didn't know that would happen, but I was about to experience something I thought I could never imagine. After getting to the final class, which was communications language, I remember this clearly, it was going well, and the class was about to end in a few minutes. So I just was chilling. I was just chilling at my desk, waiting for it to end. However, my body was telling me something big was going to happen and I needed to go home fast. But I couldn't because class hasn't ended. So I'm there clenching the desk. Not touching it, not holding it. Clenching the desk. I was fighting for my life during those few minutes. And I can tell you that sitting there while trying to hold a number 2 is an unpleasant experience. Luckily, class ended and I went straight to the school bathroom. Unfortunately, I forgot to mention there was only one bathroom in my school and it looked horrible. Horrible, I say. The toilet looked dirty as heck and there was water literally on the floor. It's as if someone had left the water running from the sink and now there's water all over the place. I couldn't drop my weight on that bathroom, so I just waddled my way out of school, which is where my dad was there to walk me home. As I was waddling down the streets, my dad saw that I was walking very uncomfortably. So he asks me, "Hey, do you want to catch a taxi so we can get to the apartment quickly?" I told him no, I could make it to the house by walking. The reason why I declined is because if I sat down in the taxi car, all of my muscles that were holding up the bubble guts would immediately release and in turn would make my pants go brown. I didn't want that to happen. So my dad and I kept walking down the street until we reached back home. We got to the building and we went to the elevator. But someone already called the elevator up, so we had to wait until it came back down again. My dad then asked me if I wanted to take the stairs. I declined, okay? Well, what's the reason for me to not go up the stairs? Again, I'm gonna give you another reason. If I started walking up to the stairs and I raised one of my legs a little bit too high, all of the bubble guts would then release, and I do not want brown liquid going down to the stairs. I'm sorry that I had to describe this to you, but that's what was on my mind. Thankfully, the elevator came back down and we were able to get in. We got to our floor where our house was, and I was waddling for my life. I knocked on the door several times so my mom could open it. She did, and I immediately passed her as I was going to the bathroom. I felt like Flash as I was racing to get there. I went into the bathroom, opened the lid, dropped my pants and underwear, and the moment I sat down, everything released. I have never felt so happy in my life to make it to the bathroom and drop a heavy deuce. I succeeded in not embarrassing myself in the school, and I succeeded in getting home real quick before things turned bad for me. Well, I'd say that story was pretty eventful, honestly. I was lucky to get to my house because, oh boy, during that walk to my home, my intestines were feeling devastated. Nevertheless, I made it in time. Well, what's the moral of the story? Don't eat sandwiches if the mayonnaise went bad. There you go, I hope this helps. Well, that is it for today. If you like this video, light up that like button, subscribe today to join the tribe to get a variety of videos like this one. Follow my socials, I post stuff and or talk to people here and there. And remember, do something positive that you love to do, and I'll speak to you all next time. Ciao!